Hey guys, what's up? It's your boy, the Pacific Demon, Caliban Drucker. And today I kind of wanted to talk to you guys about something different from video games. Although it can necessarily incorporate into games. That's pretty much bullying or being bullied. I'm not sure how many of you guys out there have ever been bullied in your life. If you're a gamer, you've probably been bullied pretty much in your life. For me, I've been bullied probably all the way up into high school. Kids are kids. They're screwed up. They say anything that comes out of their mouth, and they don't care who it hurts. Is that a bad thing? Not necessarily. Personally, I think that's pretty awesome. At least they're going to tell you the truth every single time. My thing, though, is, it's one thing to tell the truth and being honest. It's another thing to harass and pound it into somebody. And that's where the line gets drawn and crossed. If a person doesn't ask you what do you think of them, and you just walk up to them and tell them they're ugly, they're stupid, whatnot, that's being a bully. Like I said, I've actually been bullied a great deal of my life. Actually, at age 5, I was pretty much diagnosed with depression. To this day, I still have depression. It's something that it doesn't really go away. And it's pretty hard to deal with. But for me, it's one of those things where I'm pretty stubborn. So on those days where I feel depression, I start trying to make myself happy, find an outlet to things. Video games helps a lot. Sometimes watching a sad movie that'll make me cry. And yes, I do cry. If you don't cry as a man, technically I think something's wrong with you. At least mentally. Because it's an emotion. And everybody feels emotion. Whether it's a good emotion or bad emotion, it's an emotion. Rage, anger, frustration, sadness, all of these are emotions. And if you don't feel sad, then something's wrong with you. And I know a lot of people say men don't cry, it's not okay for men to cry. That's bullshit. If you've ever felt incredible pain in your heart, there's nothing in the world that will stop you from crying. And it's okay. Because it's an outlet. It's a way to get that emotion out of you and to deal with it. A lot of people actually who are bullies have either been bullied or have something in their life that maybe like their home is not really doing so well. Bullying is one of their outlets, but it's not, well, it's a wrong outlet. If you need to have your outlet screw with somebody else or hurt somebody else, then you're pretty screwed up. You know, a lot of people have been, I guess, committing suicides from being cyber bullied. Alright guys, cyberbullying, bullying or bullying anybody is a coward's act. Anybody can bully somebody else. It's simple. Cyberbullying is even simpler because you don't have to be face to face. The person you're bullying doesn't even have to know it's you who's bullying them. And that is just plain that's lower than being a coward. That's lower than life itself. Like I said, it's okay to be honest. It's okay to be truthful. But first, you gotta understand if this will hurt somebody. Then you have to learn to be truthful easily. If it doesn't, you know, it's okay. That means they understand that you don't mean any harm by it. Now, as far as threatening people, I understand sometimes you have to. But if this person has done nothing wrong to you, why would you want to hurt that person? To make you feel better? If you have to keep hurting the same person, obviously you're not feeling better by it. As far as suicides go, that's pretty much a cowardly act as well. A lot of people have committed suicide from being bullied. And for me, there's two things I see wrong with this. First, like I said, it's cowardly. If you have to commit suicide and end your life because some pathetic idiot decides he or she wants to target you and make you feel bad, you know, why do you care what anybody else thinks of you? First thing you have to decide, and I say it with the utmost respect, but you have to decide if you love yourself. If you love and care about yourself, it doesn't matter what anybody thinks of you. Yeah, there's a lot of people out there that's overweight. There's a lot of people out there that's ugly. There's a lot of people out there that's, you know, handicapped, mentally disabled, physically disabled. And I think society in a whole has become too egotistical. You know, everybody wants to believe that Mr. Right, Mrs. Right, the perfect woman exists, the perfect man exists. But if a person can come along and make you feel like you want to end your life, that means you're not comfortable with yourself. That means you don't love yourself. And if you're not comfortable and don't love yourself, how can you expect somebody else to love you? Be yourself, be happy, and I can guarantee you, you will find somebody, hopefully. Suicide, I reached that point in my life once when I actually thought about it. And that's when my ex left me. That whole night, I didn't know what happened to her. She just disappeared. So I started roaming around trying to, I pretty much walked the entire city that we lived in trying to find anything to see what happened to her. And then, hours later, I find out that she left, and it hurt because I really loved her. I did contemplate, killing myself, suicide. I started thinking, if I committed suicide, that would make her happy. Why would I want that person to be happy? And that's something you gotta ask yourselves. If there's a person putting you down, why would you want to make that person happy? You wouldn't. I started thinking how easy it is to commit suicide. It's so easy. It's so simple. It's simple to end your life. The hard part is living it. It takes a real strong person to live a life and be happy. Now, there are a lot of emotions out there, and there are a lot of up and downs. Life sucks. Life's a bitch. But it's what we make with what we have that's important. And suicide, before you even start thinking about it, like I said, ask yourself why you want to make the person who's putting you down happy. Ask yourself how the people around you, who are your true friends, who love you, your family, what would they think? How can you leave them? Yeah, I understand that a lot of times, but a lot of people don't understand is when people actually commit suicide because of being bullied, they feel alone. They feel, that their parents, their family isn't there for them. And that's the first step for all the families out there. Is be there for your kids. Be there for your loved ones. Let them know that you are there. As a society, we need to start being more open, more respectful, and definitely stop the hate and this anger movement. We are better than that, people. You may not think so, but you are. We are as a society. And we need to stop letting people hurt other people. We need to take a stand. And hopefully with this video, maybe some of you can start putting up your own videos and take a stand with me. Take a stand against the violence and take a stand against suicides and being bullied. Because all of that is wrong. And all of that All of that just isn't human. This is your boy, Calaban Drecker. Have a good night, guys.